At some point, you start to feel it. That feeling that you're not moving forward. You're doing things, you're staying busy, you're trying, but nothing really changes. Days pass, weeks pass, even years pass, and you're still in the same place. Maybe slightly different, but not where you expected to be. And that feeling is frustrating, confusing, heavy, because you don't know exactly why. Nothing is completely broken, nothing is completely wrong, but something is missing, something is off. And no matter what you do, you can't seem to break out of it. So you tell yourself it's just a phase. You'll figure it out. Things will change. But they don't, because feeling stuck is not something that fixes itself. It comes from patterns, from habits, from ways of thinking that slowly keep you in the same place. And the hardest part is most of these patterns are invisible. You don't see them, you don't question them, you just repeat them every day without realizing they are the reason you feel stuck. That's why this matters. Because once you see the real reasons, you stop guessing, you stop feeling lost, and you start understanding what's actually holding you back. So, in this video, we're going to break down 9 reasons, the hidden ones, the quiet ones, the ones that keep you stuck, even when you think you're trying to move forward. Most people think being stuck is about external problems, lack of opportunities, bad circumstances, things outside their control. And sometimes that's true. But most of the time, feeling stuck comes from within, from patterns you've repeated for too long, from habits you've never questioned, from decisions you didn't realize you were making. That's what makes it confusing. Because from the outside, your life can look normal, even stable. But internally, something feels wrong. You feel like you're not progressing, not growing, not moving forward. And the worst part is, you don't know exactly why. So you try random solutions. You try to do more, be more productive, stay more motivated, but nothing really changes. Because the problem is not effort, it's direction. It's the patterns underneath your actions, the ones you don't see, the ones you don't question. And as long as those patterns stay the same, your results stay the same, no matter how hard you try. That's why awareness matters. Because once you see what's actually holding you back, you stop wasting energy on the wrong things. You stop guessing and you start making real change, not by doing more, but by doing things differently. So, in the next part, we're going to break down these reasons, the ones that quietly keep you stuck, the ones you repeat every day without realizing their impact. Because once you see them clearly, you can finally move forward. Number one, you don't have a clear direction. You're doing things, staying busy, following routines, but you're not sure where it's leading. So your effort feels scattered, unfocused, and without direction. Movement doesn't feel like progress. It just feels like motion. And over time, that creates frustration because you're trying, but not getting closer to anything. Number two, you're stuck in the same routine. Every day feels the same. You wake up, do the same things, follow the same patterns. Nothing changes. Nothing challenges you. And because nothing changes, you don't change. You stay in the same mindset, the same habits, the same level. And over time, that routine becomes your comfort zone, but also your limitation. Number three, you avoid making decisions. You hesitate, you overthink, you wait because you're afraid of choosing wrong. So instead of deciding, you delay. You stay where you are, but not deciding is still a decision to stay stuck, a decision to not move forward. And the longer you avoid decisions, the harder it becomes to make them until staying still feels easier than moving at all. Number four, you focus on the wrong things. You spend time on what feels urgent, not what is important. Small tasks, distractions, things that keep you busy, but don't move you forward. So at the end of the day, you feel tired, but not fulfilled because your effort was misdirected. And when your focus is wrong, your results will be too. Number five, you compare yourself too much. You look at others, their progress, their success, their life, and you feel behind. So instead of focusing on your own path, you get distracted by theirs. You doubt yourself, you lose confidence, and that slows you down because progress needs focus, but comparison takes that focus away quietly without you realizing it. Number six, you wait for motivation. You think you need to feel ready, inspired, driven before you take action, but motivation doesn't last. It comes and goes. And if you depend on it, your actions become inconsistent. You start, then stop, again and again and again, until nothing builds, nothing sticks. And without consistency, progress doesn't happen, no matter how much you want it. Number 7, you're afraid to leave your comfort zone. You know you need to change something, try something new, do something different, but it feels uncomfortable, uncertain, risky. So you stay where you are because it feels safe, even if it's not making you happy. And over time, that safety becomes a trap because nothing changes if nothing changes. Number 8, you don't take full responsibility. It's easy to blame circumstances, your past, other people, your situation, and sometimes those things are real. But every time you focus on them, you give up control. You tell yourself, there's nothing you can do. And when you believe that, you stop trying, you stop improving, you stop moving forward because responsibility is power. And without it, you stay stuck. Number 9, you ignore what you already know. Deep down, you know what you should be doing. You know what needs to change. You feel it clearly, but you don't act on it because it's hard, because it requires effort, because it forces you to face reality. So you ignore it, you delay it, you distract yourself from it. But ignoring the truth doesn't remove it, it just keeps you stuck until you finally face it. And here's the truth: feeling stuck is not random. It's not something that just happens to you. It's something that is created slowly, quietly, through patterns you repeat every day, through habits you never question, through decisions you don't realize you're making. That's why it feels confusing, because on the surface, nothing looks completely wrong, but underneath, everything is misaligned. Your focus, your habits, your direction, and as long as those stay the same, your life stays the same, no matter how much you want it to change. That's the reality most people avoid, because it's easier to hope things will improve, easier to wait, easier to stay comfortable, but nothing changes until you do. And the moment you become aware, you gain control. You start seeing the patterns, the habits, the choices that are keeping you stuck. And once you see them, you can change them. Not all at once, not perfectly, but step by step, because progress doesn't come from doing everything right. It comes from doing things differently, consistently, over time. So if you feel stuck, don't ignore it, don't accept it. Look deeper, pay attention, and start changing the small things, because those small changes are what create movement, and movement is what gets you unstuck. One decision at a time,